First things first, lads. I almost fell off my bloody chair when I heard this move was happening. While Ansu Fati departing Barcelona was always on the cards due to the club's dire financial situation and need to register new signings, I expected his next destination to be one of the so-called Big Six clubs in the Prem, which is why Tottenham's name cropping up made complete sense. However, the player himself expressed his desire to work under Roberto De Zerbi, and Brighton suddenly have one of the biggest talents in world football at their disposal. Fati arrives on a year-long loan which doesn't contain an option to buy, and sees Brighton cover 80% of his wages. For those of you unaware of just how much hype surrounded this kid a couple of years ago, he's Barcelona, Spain's and the Champions League's youngest ever goalscorer, and was widely tipped to be the heir to Lionel Messi's throne. Aside from donning his number 10 shirt, Ansu also made the leap from youth football to the first team without representing Barcelona B, and even had Messi's brother Rodrigo as his agent up until 2021, at which point he decided to switch over to George Mendes. One important factor to note is that Fati broke through at a time when Barcelona were completely on their knees, so had the expectations of millions around the globe pinned on his 16-year-old shoulders, which he handled as best as one can realistically expect from someone so young. When Fati finished second behind Erling Haaland in the Golden Boy list, the likes of Vinicius Jr., Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, and Alphonso Davies were well below him in the pecking order. It was completely warranted too, given he registered 9 goal involvements from 10 games, but unfortunately, his injury nightmare was just about to begin. After being tackled by Real Betis defender Aissa Mandi, Fati's knee gave in, and what followed was one controversy after another. A disagreement took place as to how Fati's meniscus should be repaired. Standard practice suggested that it should have been replaced, but the surgeon opted to stitch it back together instead in a bid to get the kid back on the pitch as early as possible. That backfired spectacularly, and he needed a further 3 operations to finally find his feet again. After essentially 2 years out of action, Fati managed to make over 50 appearances across all competitions last season, but was mostly consigned to the bench by Xavi, something which I suspect won't be the case at Brighton, even if competition for places remains tough at the Amex. On the pitch, Fati is a goal-scoring inverted left winger who likes to cut inside, take defenders on, and fire at goal with deadly precision. He boasts a powerful frame and brings a physical approach to the game, which should put him in good stead for the rigors of English football. Being a La Masia graduate, he possesses outstanding technique and dribbling ability, which, when combined with speed, vision, and aerial ability, makes him a handful for the opposition to try and contain. Furthermore, Fati's ambidexterity, low center of gravity, intelligence, movement, link-up play, and defensive work rate stand out from his peers, and I reckon we're all in for a treat once De Zerbi gets his hands on him. It would be brilliant if Brighton could replicate or even improve upon their highly impressive campaign last time round. If it were to happen, it would be a much needed feel-good story for a sport that is more or less all about financial clout right now. Make sure to check out my Brighton playlist, subscribe if you found this video useful, and I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Peace.